My fellow Digidestin, welcome back to my channel. My name is Peko, and with me today I have a newly discovered deck. Well, not newly discovered because it's been out for a while, but I just decided to play it. It is Armor Rush. Okay, we are going to start out with the eggs, and those are the little Wanyamons that have been taking over the title of the best blue egg since Upamon. Its inheritable effect activates when attacking, and by having a Tamer in play, it allows you to draw one from your deck. That's 4 off. Let's move on to the rookies. For the rookies, it is normal that we run VMons, since all of our Digimon have reduced evolution cost if you go on top of a Vmon. First on the line, we have 4 of the Gemming Vmons from BT13. This guy has always been a menace to the opponents, taking out the big bosses in security by headbutting them into the grave. Next, we have 2 EX1 Vmons that have an inherited effect of when unsuspending during my main phase, I gain 1 memory. We'll go over how this is possible when we go over the combos. Now for deck searchers, we run 3 of the BT8 Vmons. When on play, you reveal the top 4 cards of my deck, and I can add a dual colored card to my hand. This gives us access to basically any card in the deck and helps us find the big pieces for our deck. Lastly, we have BT12 Vmons. When on play, you reveal the top 3 cards of the deck, and you can add a card with 3 in its trades and a card with Davis on it. The only drawback that we have on this card is if we reveal the Magnamon X antibody, we unfortunately cannot add it to our hand, and it will go to the bottom of the deck, which sucks because he is our big boss on this deck. To start up our champion line, we have 3 of the EX4 Gold Vidramons. This card, when digivolving, it gives an opponent's Digimon minus 2k for the turn, and if you have a blue Tamer in play, or if you have a Digimon with a trait armor form in the trash, one of my opponent's Digimon cannot attack or block until the end of their turn. Next, we have 3 of the BT8 Lydramons. When digivolving, suspend one of your opponent's level 4 Digimon. This guy, as well as Gold Vidramon effects, are just to help maintain board control and can help go into our ultimates, as well as to do armor combos that again we'll go over in a bit. The next armor form Digimon is the BT13 Magnamon. I run 4 of this Digimon, but that is because I cannot find the last of the BT8 Magnamons, but these guys are still pretty good, and honestly I might run a 4 and then drop 1 card that I might thinking of like switching, so keep that in mind because the Magnamons are the bread and butter of this deck, so it's really good that you run like max of them. So this guy is a blocker, and his all-turn effect is pretty good. When this Digimon will leave the battlefield area, draw 1, and then you can play a 1 Vmon from the sources or from your hand without paying its memory cost. You can either play another Searcher Vmon or the EX1 Vmon or the Gemming Vmons. Unfortunately, they do not get rushed, so if you were to play the Gemming Vmon, you do not get to swing right away, but it gives you like another body to evolve on top of. Now to finish the champion line, I run 3 of the BT8 Magnamons. I would prefer to run at a 4. Unfortunately, I cannot for the life of me find the last BT8 Magnamon. This Digimon is cracked. He is a blocker. When digivolving, you unsuspend the Digimon, and for every Digimon with armor form and its traits in the trash, you get plus 2k, making this a beefy blocker. On top of that, and we'll go again on the combos, if you go into a Magnamon X, the 2k boost that he gets from the Magnamon carries over to the Magnamon X antibody, since it says this Digimon gets the boost. Now on to the ultimate line. I only run 4 Digimons on this, and they're not the regular boring Digivolve. I'm more of a Jogress kind of guy. So to start it off, we have 2 Shakomons. By using a level 4 yellow and a level 4 blue Digimon, you can Jogress into this Digimon for free. Now when Digivolving, you get recovery plus 1 regardless of your security, because it says that if you have 5 or less security, you recover 1. And then when Digivolving effect triggers, wherein if you Jogress the Digimon, return one of your opponent's Digimon whose level is less than or equal to my security stack. So if I Jogressed and I had 5 security, you Jogress into into a Shakomon. Now you have 6 security. You can basically return a level 6 Digimon to the opponent's end, and there goes their boss. So they have to create a complete new line. Now the other 2 Digimons that I run, I have 2 Chimeramons. By using 2 level 4 Digimon, regardless of colors, I can Jugras into Chimeramon. When Digivolving, I may place a level 5 or lower Digimon to the sources of Chimeramon. Then up to 4 of my opponent's Digimon get minus 1 KDP for each color in the Chimeramon sources. And during my turn, this Digimon is treated as having the colors of the sources. Also, while this Digimon has 4 or more colors, it gets plus 4 KDP. And that's my ultimate lineup. Like I said, I only run 4 level 5s because I don't really go into them as much, because I either have no need to go into them or they're very situational Digimon for this deck. They're more like, again, it's more like control based, and I'm not really about that. I like to go out swinging. Now for the Megas, here comes the one and only, the Golden Knight Magnamon X Antibody, released in BT9. This big boy, during the opponent's turn, if a card with armor form or X Antibody is in this Digimon sources, I can switch any attack from my opponent to this Digimon. And it also has an all turns effect. When this Digimon will be deleted, I can then put the top card, put my top card, which is Magnamon X, on top of my security face down to prevent the deletion of that Digimon. This guy can just block as many attacks as he wants and will not die. He was my calling to the Shine Greymon meta, and with the addition of one of my option cards I will show in a bit, have gone in a head-to-head against the Shine Greymon. It's still favored Shine Greymon, but it does put up a battle, and it's pretty nice to just see Marcus Davis just try to swing, and my Magnamon X just be like, nah little boy, you swing into me and then you die. And to be honest, what isn't Shine favorite in this meta, you know? I love that deck. Anyways, on to the Tamers. Now Tamers, I run 3 of the Davis and Cans, which enables a lot of my aggression for its effects. At the start of my main phase, if I have a blue Digimon in play, I gain 1 memory, and if I have a green Digimon, I gain another memory. The latter doesn't really happen as much because I only run 3 of the Lydramons, but just having the extra 1 memory, it's really good. Now the second effect, during my turn, when I Digivolve into a Digimon with 2 or more colors, I can then tap Davis and Ken to unsuspend the Digimon that Digivolved. So this works out really well with my aggression, because like I said, I like going really hard into the security, swinging as much as possible. So if the armor form were to die, I can just have the armor form go into trash, get my Vmon back, evolve into another armor form, tap my Davis and Ken, and then go for another swing. And if I have the Fire Rocket, which I do, which I'll show in a bit in my option cards, that is giving me another 2 more checks. Now I also run the best blue tamer since the release of the Digimon TCG, and that is the one and only, the myth, the legend, Davis Moromiya. He is the memory setter as well as the searcher. On play, you reveal 3 cards and you can add any blue Digimon as well as any green Digimon to your hand, giving you access to all of your Digimon in the deck. Like, Davis is just the greatest. Tell me who is a better blue tamer than Davis? No one. No one! And he came out so early. Like, Davis is just the god. He's the chosen one. Sorry, I'm a Davis and Vmon bias, so I might show a little. Now to finish the main deck, let's go over the option cards. Starting up the option cards, I run 2 of the Awakening of the Golden Knight. With this card, I can go into my Magnamon X Antibody by paying 3 memory, and as long as I have a Digimon Digivolving has armor form in its traits, I can then ignore the devolution cost and the color requirements. And as well as when Digivolving into a Magnamon, it cannot have its DP reduced. Now, I've done this combo a couple times, but it's not really worth it. It's very niche. You can activate the card on top of a Magnamon already and go into another Magnamon per se. So if you had a Magnamon BT8, you can go into another Magnamon BT8. You will unsuspend and you get a blocker again. I don't know why you would do that, but you can. Or you can go into the BT13 Magnamon, who is a blocker. Yeah, I don't really see why you would do it unless that's like your only play. But yeah, you can do that. Next, I have 4 fire rockets, giving one of my Digimon with armor form security +1. And like I said, you know, if the Digimon dies, it has armor form, so it can just go to the trash, and I keep my Vmon, go into another armor form Digimon, tap my Davis and Ken, and then swing for 2 more checks. Now, if the armored Digimon dies, it does go back to my Vmon, but the check still goes through because the Digimon wasn't deleted. So if I have a jamming Vmon, it is more than likely to survive, and that's when you can do the combo where you can go into an armor form, tap Davis and Ken, swing for 2 more checks, say it dies, you still have the Vmon jamming, so it checks. That's 4 checks total, and then after that, I don't know, if you lose, then you're a bad player. I don't know what to tell you. I definitely have not lost games like that, trust me. The next 4 are my hopeful security bombs that if I have them in my hand, like, sucks to have them in my hand, but like you can still play them. That is 2 of the Heaven Judgment card. This card, when checked in security, one of my opponent's Digimon get -12 KDP for the turn. If I were to play it, the play cost is 7, and then you activate its effect, which is one of your opponent's Digimon gets 6k for the turn, and then you activate the effect again for each color my Digimon have. So if I have a Magnamon or a Lydramon, it activates 2 more times, one for the blue color and one for the green or yellow color, as well as activating the main effect, which is another 6k. Now, if I don't have a yellow source, it doesn't really matter, because if I have a green Tamer or a green Digimon, I can ignore its color requirements. This card, although it might be better to be checked in security, still really good if you were to play it, because you can basically, again, delete any of the big bosses for 7 cost. Now the next 2 is the Great Maelstrom. If checked in security, it activates its main effect, which is just to return one of my opponent's Digimon to the bottom of their deck. Now you can also activate this, I believe it's a 9 cost, but if you were to put a level 3 blue Digimon at the bottom of another Digimon, you reduce the cost by 3, so you play it by 6, and you activate its main effect again, which is just to bottom deck one of my opponent's Digimon, which is really good. You know, a lot of people said that I was crazy for playing that card, but I prefer that card over any other ones. Now the last card that I run is Armor Texture. While I have a Digimon with armor form in its traits in play, I can use this card without meeting its color requirements because it is a white card. Now the main effect, I can trash the top card of one of my Digimon with armor form in the traits, and then I can digivolve one of my Digimon into a Digimon card from my hand that has armor form in the trades for its digivolution cost. And if I do, I unsuspend this Digimon. I'm not really too sure on this card. I was running it just so in case the Lydramon doesn't die, I can just use Armor Texture, go into my Gold Vidramon, and then do more checks. With Fire Rocket, of course, like that would be the combo basically. You go Fire Rocket, Lydramon, swing, 2 checks, doesn't die. Well, I have Armor Texture, which allows me to rip off Lydramon, put on Gold Vidramon, unsuspend, swing again, doesn't die. Perfect, that's 4 checks. I go into Magnamon BT8, which on suspense, pass the turn. Now I have that 9k blocker on the field. And what are you gonna do when you have 1 security and I have 2 Digimon basically? Because if I die, I can just pop a Vmon, you know, like it's over. It's over. Now for combos, they're pretty simple. You know, you can have a Vmon and a Lydramon in your racing area, as well as having your Davis and Ken and Davis, or whichever, or the Tamers. You race when the pass turn, you draw 1 for the turn. Say they put you at 3 or 4, you know, Lydramon is already on play, so you get the 2 memory from the Davis and Ken. You play a Fire Rocket, giving a security +1, checks, say it dies, you go back into your Vmon. Now Vmon evolves and checks another one. You go into your Gold Vidramon, tap Davis and Ken, unsuspends the Gold Vidramon, checks. That's 4 checks already for 3 cost. And since say you're at 3, because you get in the 2 from Lydramon, or if you were at 5, that puts you at 2. They still get like more place. So you can then go into a Magnamon. Past turn, you'll keep putting them at 1, and then you have a BT8 Magnamon blocker with what, 9k DP? Yeah. Or if you have another combo would be you have the EX1 Vmon with the Lydramon. You always want to have the Lydramon. That's the first one you want to have because it gives access to Davis and Ken. So you race it, you gain the 2 for Lydramon, swing, say it doesn't die, then you do armor texture, going to gold Vidramon, it on suspense, gives you another memory, you swing again, and like I said, you can go into a BT13 Magnamon, or you can do Awakening of the Golden Knight and then go into your X-Sentai body. Like, it's really good, it's really fast, and that's why I really like this deck. I love fast decks. I love just checking for security as fast as possible, not giving my opponent time to set a board state. Thank you guys so much for watching. I've been away for a while. I might try to upload again. BT14 is around the corner, so I'm definitely gonna do more of these deck profiles, and as well as try to film my games so I have other stuff to show as well, plus other stuff. I'm not too sure yet, so I'm definitely gonna do more deck profiles. So please subscribe, click the little bell down below just to get notifications when I post a new video. If there's any questions, please leave them down and comment down below. I'll make sure to answer them in the comments. And until next time, I'll see you guys. Thank you guys again so much for checking out this video. Bye.